So now we come to session 6 in the Rolfing series, and again I'd like to refer to Tom Meyer's book here. I used it in session 4 without giving you the title of the book. It's a really very good book which shows how Rolfers and structural integrators look at the body. It's called Anatomy Trains and it's very thorough, and the whole premise of the book is that there are muscular chains like train lines connecting the body, and Rolfing is very much a holistic treatment in the sense of we're treating the whole structure of the body. There is another meaning to holistic, but in this sense it's the whole of the body. So this is a very good schematic for session 6 to show how there is continuity from the foot all the way up the hamstrings and through the muscles of the back, and interestingly to the front of the forehead. The chain goes over the top of the head to the just above the eyebrow. So in session 6, in order to balance what we've done in session 5 on the front of the body, we need to make sure this chain is smooth in terms of each part of the chain is relating smoothly to the other parts without snags and strains. So I'm going to put the book down. And so key areas of the body, obviously the Achilles tendon and the calf. Usually by this stage, we've done this in session 2, but we can usually get much deeper by session 6. I've usually done this in session 4 as well. But by the time we get to session 6, it gets more focused so that we make sure we release it on a deep level. So that's very important, as are the hamstrings. Hamstrings attachments, medial and lateral, very important. This is the time I usually take time to really pick at the attachment. If it's really tight, I will make sure that we spend time to release that. Sometimes you get one a lot tighter than the other, often the inner one. And into the belly of the hamstrings, usually there's some very useful work that can be done here, sinking into the belly. You okay, Mateus?
Good.
Yeah? And working up there to the proximal attachments here on the issue of tuberosity. That's very important work. Again, just slow hooking in. I'm not doing it slowly at the moment, but it takes time. So you slowly hook in and release. So this does take quite a lot of time on this section. Both legs, obviously. Glutes themselves can be really important. So again, time is spent to really sink in here. It can be 10 minutes just to do this work if someone has tight glutes. Obviously the piriformis can be really quite important as the sciatic nerve goes through the center of the piriformis in about 50% of people, I believe. And then remember, this is the back session, but it isn't just on the spine, it's the whole chain, that back chain I showed you in Anatomy Trains book. But this is also the time that we do get into the spine, into the groove here, to really make sure that those ribs are articulating with the spine optimally. And by the end of the session, you usually get, if you can look at this chart here, this is the little boy logo, you usually start to get this look where the front is balanced with the back. That starts in session 6. He's finishing looking like this, but you usually start to see it happening after session 6. So that's session 6 of the Rolfing series.